Nifty Goose, back again, back in the chair, and I'm going to bring you another episode of Real Talk, and today's topic is going to be about supers, mostly about PvP usage, not too much PvE. That's way too long for this clip, or for this video, and I'm just going to do a brief breakdown on just the supers, not anything else in the subclass. I can make a whole video about the grenades at the least, so we're just going to be talking about the supers, pros and cons, which one I prefer when I use that particular class. So we'll start it off first with hunters. Two hunter classes, as most of you probably know, is the gunslinger and the blade dancer. The good thing about both of these is they are non-commitment supers, unlike the other ones where you use it, then you lose it. Whereas the golden gun and blade dancer, you can pop them at a safe distance, then run into battle. Great thing about golden gun is it's long range, and the range can be stretched super far with it. And if you're going to be using golden gun, use symbiote. There's no reason to use anything else. It gives you an extra golden gun shot. That is good. Strategies for taking down a golden gun. There's three strategies really. First one, most effective, is just super them because they're just as weak as everything else. Two, run at them, because a lot of experienced golden gun players will panic and fire their shots and miss. Three, run away. As soon as you hear that pop, and you know what that sounds like, run away. Those are the only three strategies. I've used them all the times. They all work. Now the blade dancer, like I said, non-commitment, so you don't have to buy an engagement ring for your super. Two, you are harder to take down, especially if you use where your health regenerates after each kill. But if you take any damage while it's regenerating, regeneration stops. So keep that in mind. You are harder to kill just because you have a little extra hit points, and with those air dashes combined with blink, you are tough to put steady shots on. So those are the good things about that. It's great for clearing out a flag. It's great for clearing out a Titan in his bubble. Now we'll go to Titans. When I play with the Titan, I usually run the Defender, just because I think it provides a great tactical advantage for your team if used properly. And you can use it two different ways, defensively, and you can also use it offensively as well. If you want to use it offensively, I suggest don't put it on or behind your flag, or the B flag. Put it in between the B flag and whatever flag is that they own. It's a great way you can cut off a whole line of sight. You can make them rethink about challenging you. Bad thing about it is you are a super bullseye as soon as you pop it. For your smashes, for your golden guns, for blade, all of them. They will try and take you out quickly. Most of the time, if they don't, then they should. Another good thing about it is it will spawn 2 orbs no matter what. The other ones, if you don't kill anybody, you're not spawning orbs. Downside to that, only spawns 2 orbs. So definitely keep that in mind when you're using it. It's also great for picking up heavy safely, like this, capping flag safely. It's a damn good thing. The other one is strikers. Now strikers are really strong too. They are great for taking out blade dancers and golden guns and nova bombs and sun singers. They're great for all that stuff. Great counter to it. If you're worried about, as soon as you hear it pop, you smash them, they're not going to kill you before you kill them. So it's great. And also, if you have aftermath or shockwave, it's great to use that on flag, because they will be hesitant to hop on it right after, if they kill you right after you die. Bad thing about it, people got to be near you in order to use it, so you got to make the decision. Do you hold on to it and wait for them to come to you, or do you challenge them, because you could put yourself in a bad situation? So that's just something to think about when you're using the striker. Now we'll go on to the final class, the Warlock. When I do Warlock, I kind of bounce back and forth. I don't use the self-res on the Sunsinger, just because I don't really like using a perk that requires me to die in order for a main function of it to be used. But in something like 3v3, I will be using that, because that can completely change around by using that. So great thing about that, we'll start with Sunsinger. The great thing about Sunsinger is the grenades can really clear out a room. They will run away. You can guide them right where you want them. And if you use fusion grenades, it magically teleports. We've all complained about that. It magically teleports and sticks to you. The firebolt is the range on it is super far for a grenade, so that's definitely good. And the melee, the Warlock's best weapon in my opinion. It makes it a one-hit wonder. It's fantastic and gives you an overshield. It's great. The Nova Bomb is great for clearing out a flag if they're taking it. It's great for clearing out heavy if they're about to take heavy. It can create the vortex, which makes people hesitant about hopping off flag or going to heavy, so that's another good thing, and you're really tough to kill when you're using it. Bad thing about it is it can be tricky at times to use it. You don't want to use it in a hallway, you don't want to use it in a door, because you can easily fail with it, and I've done it numerous times where you throw it and it hits the top of the door, hits the side of the door. You're gonna have a bad time when you're doing that. So definitely want to plan that effectively because it is slow to cast, so definitely keep that in mind. Also, it's very predictable, so people with blink, or they can see you jumping up, so just keep that in mind. You gotta plan it out a little bit more. Strikers more just twitch, boom, use it. This one with the Nova Bomb, you kind of gotta plan it out a little bit. So with the Warlock, both are good. Just depends on the type of play style that you're going for, what you want to do. If you're going to be in the thick of things, I would actually suggest using Sunsinger just because of the melee. If you're going to be kind of playing more support, then Nova Bomb, definitely. For Titans, if you're going to, kind of the same thing. Like me, I'm using the Defender Titan on this particular match, and I try and stay in B, and I think I do a pretty damn good job of holding it down with my bubble. And you want to put the bubble in a place where people are going to run through. Like here I kind of have it close to the door or near the B flag, so that way people can run to it. You don't want to put it in front of people, you want to put it where they run through it, or can choose to run to it. I like using Blade Dancer because of Blink, and the grenade's still really strong, but either one of those you can use. I would prefer a Golden Gun if I could still have Blink, but we don't have Blink. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I kind of gave you my top picks, but one tip, use your supers. Don't baby them. Don't nurse them. Use them. Try and get as many as you can in a match, because you want to get as many as you can. So anyways, if you don't use it, you don't lose it, but you might as well. Hey Guardians, Nifty Goose here, talking with my good buddy Banshee44. Say hi to everybody out there, Banshee. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll make sure to put cricket sounds in there. Anyways, thank you everybody who watched. That's all very appreciated. And if you have a topic that you would like me to go over, it doesn't have to be about Destiny, it can be about anything. Just leave a comment and I will try and get to it. So yeah, thanks. And I will see you guys later. What? Yeah, I told him. Shut up, Banshee, you don't know.